There is no safe way to smoke. Cigarettes contain about 600 ingredients, many of which can be found in cigars and hookahs. When these ingredients burn, they generate more than 7,000 chemicals, according to the American Lung Association. Be it a cigar, pipe, or hookah, the health risk of cigarette smoking cannot be avoided. According to the CDC, smoking harms nearly every organ of your body. It causes diseases and worsens your health. Two major health risks are cancer and diabetes. Smoking increases the risk of mouth, throat, larynx, and esophagus cancer. Smokers also have higher rates of pancreatic cancer. Even people who smoke but don't inhale face an increased risk of mouth cancer. Smoking has a negative effect on insulin levels as well and can cause complications that lead to diabetes. Smoking is toxic, and its poisons are directly linked to cancer. By simply quitting smoking, most smokers can reverse their odds of getting cancer, diabetes, and other disorders of the body. The problem is that quitting isn't so simple. There are smoking cessation aids available over the counter that are easy to use and discreet, such as nasal sprays and nicotine patches. But there are restrictions such as a risk of heart attack or paralysis if smoking occurs during the use of the patch, for instance. The smoking aids can also be quite costly, and some employers have programs to help defray the costs. Many workplaces have adopted smoke-free policies that create a safer and healthier workspace. As a result of having a smoke-free environment, many employers are able to negotiate lower health and life insurance premiums. Most smokers do want to quit. In fact, statistics show that 4 out of 5 smokers want to quit, and only 40% finally decide to make the attempt. There are those who do not think they have a problem, and then they're the ones that do think that quitting is easier than it really is. So many smokers spend a considerable amount of time in the stage of pre-contemplation. In this stage, they're not considering change. They believe that ignorance is bliss, actually. Unless the smoker is ready to quit and to actually replace negative thought patterns and actions with new ones, there is a possibility for relapse. In fact, relapse is one stage of change. But before this can happen, there are usually attempts to quit, with the smoker going through contemplation or the process or stage of throwing the idea of quitting around. No real change can be expected with this stage, of course. After contemplation is the stage of preparation. This is where the planning takes place. Some even make a few changes to test the water. The next stage is action. New behaviors are adopted, with cessation of smoking lasting around 3 to 6 months. During all stages, there is a need for social support. However, it is crucial in this stage. Avoiding relapse is a reality if the smoker is focused and encouraged to take small steps and to also reward themselves for small changes and to reinforce internal rewards. Having a relapse prevention plan in place is crucial.